So we're going to have a look at the next part of the chapter, which is looking at areas underneath the x-axis. And we're going to go straight on to example 10, because effectively this isn't really too difficult to get your head round. So we've got y equals x times by x minus 3, and we're asking for the area of the finite region bounded by the curve and the x-axis. So firstly, just an understanding, well, we've got roots here at x equals 0 or 3. So if I draw this out, we're going to have cutting at 0 and 3, and this is just going to be a normal U-shaped quadratic. And what we notice is the area that we're looking for in this case is underneath the x-axis, is not on top of it like in the previous set of exercises and examples. Now if I use my calculator to set this up, so I'm going to use my integration button here, so I'm going to save myself a bit of time and just see what answer we get. Now this would be the same as the answer if we went through the whole process, and we will still do that working out. But if I now type that in, so x and then x minus 3 with the limits between 0 and 3, it gives me negative 9 over 2. Now the thing is here, it's giving us a negative figure because we've gone underneath the x-axis, and as we saw, because we're sort of using this theory that we're using the value of y to be like an infinitely narrow rectangle, and then multiply that by the difference in x, we are going to get a negative value here. But we also know that because area is an actual thing, it's an actual measurement, and we shouldn't really get a negative value. So what we do here is we integrate to say it's going to be negative 9 over 2, but then we would just say, well actually, we can just use the absolute value of that, which is just positive 9 over 2. And then that's my area that I found. So if we were going to integrate this properly, between 3 and 0, we'd want to expand out the brackets. And then we would integrate. And then we'd plug the 3 in. Then we plug the 0 in, subtract them, find the difference, and we would get that negative 9 over 2. Remember what I've said on the previous examples. Yes, you can use your calculator to just find this value here, but we need to see at least these two lines are working. I would even go one further to say I would ideally want this working out, and we are then ensuring that we are getting all available marks for the question. And then we can put the negative 9 over 2. Okay.